We're going to talk about ideas to pursue. You can see what we're doing here and you can want to copy it. But again, we want to encourage you to find out what God's doing in your city and begin to join him with what's happening. You might be able to take some of the nuts and bolts or the practical things here or how we do some things and utilize them. But there are many different houses of prayer around the nation. Not all of them look the same. So we want to encourage you to seek the Lord in that. But there are some thoughts and some ideas to pursue. We've done these in the past before we were even a prayer room that was 24/7. For example, having a 12-hour day of prayer and having a focus. If you're knowing that there's some situations in your city, for example, if there's a lot of crime, or if there are certain things that you're seeing that are in need, you can take 12 hours of prayer and focus on those things. Or you could do a week of 24/7. We actually did that too, in getting the different churches around the city to participate in coming together to do a week of 24/7. And again, it's easy to try to want to model after something, but the Lord is a creator, and he is so creative, and he will inspire you and give you ideas that might not be the same as another house of prayer. So I encourage you to again, really tune into him and ask him what that looks like. For example, we have a house of prayer that's not far from us. It's called Whop. It's in Bellbrook, Ohio, and they're more of a cafe. They serve sandwiches and serve coffee during the day, but in the evening they have their house of prayer meetings where it's open from 7 to 9 p.m. They have live worship music, and they have prayer that's happening. So that's something that's looked at. There are very many different ways that you can do this. So just because we're doing it one way doesn't mean that's exactly the way that you should do it. We can give you some stepping stones or some places to jump off from, but there are so many different ways to be doing things. Again, you want to embrace what God is doing. Find out, what he's doing already in your city and begin to participate with him. I can't tell you what that looks like. We had to see what God was doing and what the needs were here in our city, and then begin to participate with him and agree with him and pray toward those things. You're going to have many opportunities to allow the house of prayer to evolve, if you will. The way we began isn't the way that we've ended up here, and I doubt that it's the way we're going to stay. Holding things loosely. It's really important that when you begin something, you don't hold on to it so tightly that you're rigid and you can't change. Hold it very loosely, knowing again that God is creative, and he's looking for people who are going to follow hard after him and be ready to shift and be ready to move and be ready to change at a moment's notice.